The story of the man in a hole is a great device for talking about change within a team. Here's a project that's coming, we're going to have to change, this is what change looks like. And this is the story of every hard lesson you've ever learned. And it looks like this on the Storyteller Tactic. The first page you see on the Storyteller Tactic explains what the technique is and why you need to use it. And then on the second page, on the back page, it says how you use it. So in this case, it's a story arc with 5 beats. And those beats go from comfort zone, where you start out, a trigger that causes you to change. But things don't get better, they actually get worse, because change is confusing, change is difficult. But in the hole, where you fall in the hole, that's where you learn stuff. You learn how to climb out of the hole. And that leads you to recovery, and thanks to that you end up in a better place than you started. You don't climb out of the hole and go back to your comfort zone, because that would be stupid. So the worksheet here uses the story arc, and this time we're talking specifically about artificial intelligence in relation to the kind of projects that your teams are working on. So, okay, what's our comfort zone right now in terms of AI? What are we happy doing? Yep. What are we kind of aware of that isn't quite right, but we're not going there right now? Okay. What kind of triggers could force us to change? Could be competitive behavior, could be a change in technology. We could choose to trigger ourselves. We could choose to go into the unknown. Okay, so what sort of triggers are they? External or internal? Just how challenging could this change become? And if there's a crisis, what do we learn? What I would say is don't be afraid of this word crisis. Don't be afraid of going down in the hole. Because if you don't go down in the hole, are you really learning anything? Real change is always uncomfortable. It always involves giving up something from the comfort zone and learning something new. And you learn that in the hole. There's no treasure in your comfort zone. All that low-hanging fruit is gone already. You need to go deep if you're going to find something valuable. And the treasure is in the hole. And that's what you learn in that crisis that helps you to recover. And it could be that it's the team's skills and experiences. It could be the research work you do. Yeah, these are all the things that allow you to recover. And then think, what does the better place look like? And really importantly, what does it feel like to be in the better place, to not be in the comfort zone, but to be ready for the next hole that's coming? And the reason why I say what does it feel like, and that's an important part of the story you're building here, is you need to hold out that sense that this is going to feel better eventually. It's going to feel difficult, but it's going to feel satisfying when you get to the end of the story.